In this Excel video, I will show you 2 little tips to use Excel more efficiently. This is going to be fun. Let's get started. So here I am in Microsoft Excel, and I have 2 spreadsheets that we'll be looking at. You can get a copy of this in the description below the video. And the first little tip to use Excel more efficiently is Flash Fill. So you can see here I have a list of names, first and last names here. I would like to divide those out as listed here at the right. This is going to take some time. I could manually enter that data, or I could use text to columns or other methods. If you want to learn text to columns, check out my other videos on that topic. But in this case, I'm just going to type John in column B, and I'll tab over and type Smith in column C, and I'll put in the email address for John Smith. This is just a fictional email address, and I'll tap enter. Having done this, I can automatically fill in the rest of this data by using Flash Fill. I'll show you 2 different ways. The first method is clicking below my example data that I typed in, so John. So I'll click below that. I'll hold Control on the keyboard and tap E. On a Mac, it would be Command E, and that activates Flash Fill. The rest of the data is filled in by following the pattern that I established in the first cell. I took John from this cell and put it here, and so with Jane, the same thing happens. Let's try a different method with the last names. So here in column C, I'll click on C2, and then I'm just going to double click on the fill handle. It's the tiny green square in the lower right corner of the active cell. I'll just double click on that, and Excel copies the contents of C2 all the way down my data. But if I click here on this box that pops up, I can change it from copy cells to Flash Fill, and I get similar results. Let's try the first method again with the email addresses. So I'll click on cell D3, hold Control, tap E, and the fairly complicated email addresses for all of these other employees are generated perfectly. So that's the first little tip to use Excel more efficiently. Let's switch now to the second little tip. So I'll click here on Named Ranges Example to go to another spreadsheet. In Excel, sometimes it makes sense to name a range. To name a range, all you have to do is click and drag to highlight a range of data. It could be in 1 column or 2, multiple rows, whatever. But once you've highlighted the range of data, go up here to the name box and just click and then type in a name. I'll call this months. I'll tap enter on the keyboard, and now whenever I select that exact range here in the upper left in the name box, it displays the name. I could name these products, tap enter. I'll name these sales revenue or just sales, tap enter, and units sold. I'll click there and call this units sold, tap enter. Now, how does naming ranges help you use Excel more efficiently? Let me give you an example. Let's say in cell H2, I need to put in the total number of units sold. I could type equals sum, left parenthesis, and click and drag to highlight that range, or I could use an auto sum, tap enter, and get my results. Or I could simply type equals sum, left parenthesis, and I start typing units sold, and notice what happens. Excel recognizes a named range. I can just select that and tap enter, and it adds up that entire named range. I could do the same thing with sales revenue. So equals sum, left parenthesis, sales. It recognizes a named range. I can tab to say, yes, that's what I want. I should put in my right parenthesis, but I don't really have to. Tap enter, and it adds up all of the sales revenue. Now, these are relatively easy, simple examples, but in a very complex formula, this can really simplify for you the writing of formulas. So I would encourage you, when it makes sense, to name your ranges using the name box. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you found it to be helpful. If you did, please like, follow, and subscribe. And when you do, click the bell and you'll be notified when I post another video. If you'd like to support my channel, the best way to do that is to become a channel member. But you could also support the channel by clicking the thanks button below the video, supporting me through my Patreon account, or by buying channel merch, and you'll see information about those options in the description below the video. Speaking of supporting the channel, I need to say thank you to my excellent Super Techie channel supporters. Thank you so much for the support you give me and the channel. If you'd like more 2 little tips for using Microsoft Excel, let me know in the comments below the video and by liking and sharing and subscribing.